In this episode of Idea City, also featured in this episode,
Hello, all you bright, shining idealists. This is Sally. She's 9. As are many of the other members of the Hammer Band. And this is Moshe. He is the globe-trotting and concertizing founder of the Hammer Band. Sally will join about 150 of her chums on stage here. They will give us hot cross buns. And Moshe will close with a demonstration of his own after he tells you a little bit about his project and how it came to be in the notorious Toronto Summer of the Gun when he noticed the similarity between the words violence and violins.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and good morning. What we have on stage and in the aisles is just about half the children that we teach with the Hammer Band. There was actually no more room here. Ready, boys and girls? The Hammer Band offers kids in priority areas of Toronto the unique chance to learn life skills through free music classes and free violins. We started about 6 years ago after the infamous Summer of the Gun, when those of you that live here remember we had daily headlines about 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds shooting each other. And that actually felt very painful to see that and hear about that. So, as Moses mentioned, the similarity between violence and violins, it came to me that I'd like to turn one into the other. And that year we started in 2 schools with about 40 children. By the fall of this year, by October, we will have over 500 kids in about 24 schools. And my dream and vision is to have music in every school, not just in Toronto, but everywhere. I'm convinced that when that happens, we will have a different society. I'm convinced. 90% of our kids are newcomers to Canada. They come from different cultural and economic backgrounds. Yes, we do teach them music, but our program is also about strengthening communities. One child, one family, one music class, one school, and one neighborhood at a time. It's about integration, about social inclusion, and it's about building a future.
ideas are meant to be shared. Join the discussion on Facebook.
And to finish our program, I found out that one of Moses' favorite pieces is the introduction and Rondo Capriccioso by Saint-Saëns. So Ross Ingalls at the piano and I will give you a rendition of just that.
Would you like to play? Moshe plays violin the way my mother hoped that I would play the piano. I am a failed pianist, but all of you are going to become concert violinists, just like that. All right? Are we agreed? Committed? Promised? Let's hear it. Yeah. All right. Thanks very much, the Hammer Band.
Get the latest Idealist news, presenter information, and watch streaming video at ideacityonline.com.
Close this pod of speakers, not with the latest in electronic gadgetry, not with the latest of automated musicians, but with a 17th century instrument and another one from the 18th century, a harpsichord and a violin, and this is Kathleen Kajioka and her accompanist, Olivier Fortin.
Thank you very much. Olivier and I just played for you the opening movement of a sonata for violin by Johann Sebastian Bach. The reason why Bach is revered as one of the greatest composers of all time is because his music represents the perfect intersection of the intellectual with the emotional. Bach's command of music's math and geometry is astounding. His command of music as a poetic, emotional language is equally astounding. He can boggle the mind while at the same time making your heart explode. So take on the one hand Einstein, on the other Shakespeare, put them together, make them a musician, and that is Johann Sebastian Bach. Not that he was appreciated for this in his lifetime. The big superstar in his day was George Frederick Handel, the guy who wrote Messiah, Alleluia Chorus, all of that. They were born in the same year, incidentally, 1685. Handel was the Andrew Lloyd Webber of his day. He was famous, rich, popular. He really knew how to please the public with his music. When Bach wanted to meet Handel, Handel had no time for this relative nobody. The seventh leap is also illegal because it's awkward. It's a big jump to an awkward place. Bach has snuck in seventh leaps no less than 21 times in 2 minutes of music.
Get the latest Idea City news instantly. Follow us on Twitter.
When it comes to appreciating his music and understanding the spirit in which it was written, I propose a wholly different view of the guy, and one that's only been made possible in the 21st century. Bach, the anonymous hacker. An anonymous hacker is someone who's got to be pretty brilliant, who has to be also pretty obsessive, someone who understands the system better than anyone else knows it inside and out, and who will spend hours and hours alone at the keyboard playing with it, getting inside it, testing it, pushing the limits, and very often breaking the law without getting caught. This is exactly Bach's relationship to music. Take the piece that Olivier and I just played. It's a beautiful, rhapsodic, very peaceful, open-hearted piece of music. Did anything sound like it shouldn't be there, like it was wrong or awkward? Probably not. On paper, it should have, because it's full of illegal maneuvers, and one in particular. The melodic line in the violin is filled with seventh leaps. Now, a seventh leap is a jump of 7 notes in the scale, so I'll show you. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll stop there for a second. That's a nice harmonious sound. Here's 6. Also nice. That's 7. It clashes, it's dissonant, because these two pitches are colors that don't go together. That's one of the reasons why it's illegal. The seventh leap is also illegal because it's awkward. It's a big jump to an awkward place. If you were going to sing that, it wouldn't feel great. So it's not the kind of interval you want to put all over a peaceful, soothing melody. And yet, Bach has snuck in seventh leaps no less than 21 times in 2 minutes of music. Tell me that is not the act of an obsessive hacker, seeing how many times he can plant the same bug without getting caught. He does it 5 times in the last 2 bars alone. I'll show you. Now, right at the end, he plants a real bomb. Anybody else would have finished the piece like this. That's what Handel would have done. But not Bach. Right before the last note, he has to break the law one more time. He just can't stop himself. He's like an addict. And this time, it's not the seventh leap. It's a much worse interval. It sounds like this. It's called the tritone, which is also known as the devil's interval, because it sounds evil. It's in every slasher movie. So this is what Bach, at the end of this very warm-hearted piece, he makes that leap, and he totally gets away with it. Did you hear it? Yeah. He should have been hung for that. But he gets away with it because it's so beautiful. Only Bach could make that work. But that's the thing about Bach, the anonymous hacker. He's a benevolent hacker. His hacks always serve to make the music even more gorgeous. Ultimately, Bach was about serving his own genius and having a great time doing it.
I'm very proud of Kathleen. You can listen to Kathleen on classical963fm.com if you don't live in Toronto, on 96.3 FM if you do live in Toronto. She's on practically all weekend. Friday night, all through the night. Saturday night, all through the night. She will teach you music as a second language. And of course, Saturday evening through the evening on Dinner Classics. Kathleen, Kajioka, and Olivier, thank you so much.
Idea City is a place where ideas come face to face to inspire and give us hope. At this time, our planet needs it most. Idea City is a place. Everybody sing. Where ideas come face to face to inspire and give us hope. At this time, our planet needs it most. Idea City, gotta bring your ideas to Idea City, where ideas come face to face.